Maude Charron joined me earlier on this morning, just before we went to air. After lifting her way to the top of the podium in the women's 64-kilogram weightlifting competition, she tells us what it was like to win in Tokyo. Let's talk about your celebration. How did you celebrate? Because it's a little bit different. You didn't get to have your family there, a very different looking Olympics. So how did you take it all in? What did you do?
Actually, after the competition, everything went so fast with all the interviews, the media, the anti-doping. Then it was pretty late here in Tokyo, so we had to run and take the last bus to the athlete village. And when I got back to the athlete village, I was so hungry. So I went to the dining hall, get some pizza and cakes, and finally had the time to call my boyfriend, my mom, and my dad.
Now, the Olympics, top competition for many athletes, and during a global pandemic, you can imagine the stress of the games even higher. She says she put a big focus on her mental health before arriving in Tokyo.
I am putting myself a lot of pressure, but I learned to deal with it. And I came here and kind of in peace with the outcome of the competition. If it would be good or bad, I just wanted to be here at the Olympics.
Now, Charron also says there is an elephant in the room, saying the sport of weightlifting is very tainted by doping. She added she was happy to see anti-doping testing throughout the games. Now, let's circle back to mental health. After withdrawing from yesterday's team finals, reigning Olympic champ Simone Biles from Team USA pulling out from her upcoming individual all-around final.
I was just like shaking, could barely nap. I've just never felt like this going into a competition before, and I tried to go out here and have fun and warm up in the back, went a little bit better, but then once I came out here, I was like, no, mental is not there, so I just need to let the girls do it and focus on myself.
Now, the all-around final is set to happen on Thursday. USA Gymnastics put out a statement saying, in part, we wholeheartedly support Simone's decision and applaud her bravery in prioritizing her well-being. Her courage shows, yet again, why she's a role model for so many. Biles will be evaluated days before deciding if she will take part in next week's individual events. And coming up at 7 o'clock, we're going to be speaking with a mental health performance coach about the pressure that athletes face when participating in these high-level competitions. Okay, right now we want to bring you to a medal count, a look at the top countries. U.S. sitting in first place with 30 medals overall. 10 of them are gold. China in second with 24 medals. Japan in third with 20. Canada sitting in 10th spot with 9 medals. And some of the Canadians that we're going to be watching today in equestrian, Brittany Fraser-Beaulieu is competing in the dressage individual Grand Prix freestyle. So stay tuned for that. We'll be watching all of our competitors in the hours and days to come, of course. Okay, your time right now is 6:09, and there may be another delay to the U.S. border reopening in a few weeks, but it's not because of the pandemic. We're going to break this down for you with Mike Epple. He's on the other side.